And welcome back to another episode of Sports Resort, your number one destination to all things sports. So here today we have Joey.
Hello.
Russell.
Hi.
Austin.
What's up?
Joe.
Hi.
Eric.
Hi.
And me, Sean. So, NFL season, weeks 3 and 4. Blowouts, close games, a lot of Swifties. What do we want to talk about first?
Broncos, Dolphins.
Please.
70 to 20 is insane.
Miami Dolphins defeated the Denver Broncos.
70 to 20.
70 to 20.
Could have been more.
Last Sunday.
Could have been more.
It could have been way more. It could have been way more.
I think there was a mercy rule there. They should have called the game done at halftime.
The Dolphins had a chance to break the record, but they kneeled.
They should have quit the game at halftime. That's all I'm saying.
How many yards did Tua have?
2 or 350.
And he had like around 3 or 4 touchdowns, right?
He had 4
Five.
touchdowns.
Five.
4 or 5?
Yeah,
I had him and Tyreek on my fantasy team.
Yeah, that's good. That was good. Devon A-Chain, the rookie, showing his numbers.
4 touchdowns.
That was good, too.
Their running backs had, what, 7
Raheem Mostert had
touchdowns?
50.
7 in total.
And how many did the Broncos QB have?
How
many?
2. He had 2 touchdowns.
He was cooking.
Russell Wilson was not cooking, buddy.
Bro, he was cooking soup.
It's not. It had nothing.
It
It has nothing to do with him.
Russell
The
Wilson.
defense gave
It had
up
nothing to
70
do with
points.
him. I'm
That's
sick
fair.
of the people hating on Russell Wilson.
Fast forwarding to next week. The Dolphins lost to the Bills. What was it, 48 to 20?
48-20.
That was
I mean, in the beginning,
That
it
was
was a
decent.
shootout. They both went score, and then they just stopped. They ran out of gas, and Diggs had 3 touchdowns. Allen threw for 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's crazy. It turned around that quick.
Hold on, real quick.
Well, dude, you also got to remember, they versed the Broncos.
Well,
Still though,
And
the
then they
Bills,
versus
the
the
Bills,
Bills.
the Bills haven't been that great either though.
Besides week 1, they've been a really solid
They've been
team,
all
dude.
right.
Allen's been performing out of his not out
No,
of his
he has
mind, but
not.
exceptionally
no, he is
well.
Not. What are you talking about right now?
The last
He's
3
been decent.
the last
He is not
3
He's been
games-
performing out of his
mind.
mind the last 3 games, Austin.
Not out of his
I don't know
mind.
about out of
He's
his
been
mind.
performing
I would
well.
not say out of his
Better
mind,
than
buddy.
week 1. Week 1 was
Hold
awful.
on. Speaking of quarterbacks, can we talk about Joe Burrow for a minute? Having less touchdown passes than Derrick Henry. What's going on?
I
He's
think
injured.
right now is
He's playing through
with
injuries.
his what do you have, a strained calf in the preseason. I think that they rushed him back too much. I think they should get a quarterback, sit Joe Burrow for 2 to 3 weeks, hopefully maybe get a win out of that, maybe a win, maybe 2 if they're lucky, and then get him back. He'll be all rested. He'll be all trained. He'll have the power again. I think the issue is that his strained calf, it kind of reduces the amount of movement he can do. So with their not so great offensive line that they have, if he can't escape and get out and make a play, then it's not going to go well.
And I agree, Joey, because they play the Cardinals and the Seahawks next. And then after that, 49ers. So I think if they get back good, healthy for the 49ers, it'll be fine.
They're not
Yeah.
beating the Seahawks even with Joe Burrow.
So wait, who
Yeah.
is the Bengals' backup quarterback?
Hold on, let me check.
Did they may have just, I'm not sure, maybe A.J. McCarron?
Jake Browning.
Jake Browning.
Oh, he wasn't bad last year.
Oh.
He played for like 2 games last year.
Austin, how do you think about the Browns rookie's
All right,
performance
listen.
last week? What was his name? Dorian
Ryan
Thompson?
Thompson.
Dorian. I think it's
Listen
Dorian.
up.
Here we
Deshaun
go.
Watson he wasn't playing insanely good, but he was doing what he was supposed to do for our 3 games. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk about the Steelers game. That wasn't our fault. Nick Chubb broke his leg. Ryan Thompson gets there and just ruins every momentum we have. Getting up 1 field goal, throwing for less than 100 yards, throwing 2 picks,
3
no
picks.
touchdowns.
3
Oh,
picks.
3 picks. My bad. Sorry about that. So I don't know that. And he played the Ravens too. Like out of all the games he has to be there for, the Ravens where he's gone. Come on now. Are we serious?
Yeah, but also at the same time, that's the thing. It is the Ravens. If, looking at how, actually, the more you think about it, looking at how the Ravens and the Browns have played, it would have been a shootout if someone
what I'm
like
saying.
Deshaun Watson was at quarterback, but
We still would have lost the game, probably. But it
Shootout?
would not be bad. Yeah, it would be shootout. No, hold on. We have the top defense right now in one of the league. We have one of the top defenses in the league, but
The
at least
top
5.
defense?
Top 5.
Okay, that's
Top
fair.
5.
Top 5.
10, top
That's
10,
fair.
top
That's
10,
fair.
top 10, top 10.
Be quiet.
I'll
Jay.
give them
Maybe-
top
maybe
7.
number
I'll
six.
give
You're
them
a
top
Giants fan.
7.
You have no right to talk.
I'll give them
Yeah,
top
I do.
7.
I can talk.
I'll give them top 7.
Yeah, top 6. Top 6 is
Top
7.
5. You say
I don't know about top 5.
Name
I don't know
5
about top
defenses
five.
better than the
Name
Browns.
5 defenses, please.
49ers,
Jets.
Cowboys.
49ers,
Jets.
Cowboys.
49ers, Cowboys.
Cowboys, Jets.
Jets.
Yeah, Jets.
Yes, Jets.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Taylor
Let's
Swift
see.
fans.
No.
Taylor Swift.
Quiet.
Anyone?
There's definitely
You
There's
named
definitely more.
three.
Yeah,
There's
see, but
definitely
you
more.
named three.
But
You've
I'll-
named
There's
three.
definitely more.
I'll
Maybe
give
the
them
Eagles.
top 5.
Maybe the
I'll give
Eagles.
them
Oh, yeah,
top
top
5.
Maybe the
I'll
Eagles.
say top 5.
I'll give them
five
top
is
5.
fair.
They're
Top seven,
probably
top
number
seven.
5.
All right,
Five
guys.
is
Guys,
Yeah.
do you think the Jets will find their quarterback?
Heck no.
Zach Wilson is their quarterback.
Yes.
I don't know what you're
I
talking
think-
about.
Is
It's
he
not
the
Zach
answer?
Wilson. That's good.
Is
I
he
think
the
Zach
answer?
Wilson,
It's
from
the answer,
how he
yes.
performed against the Chiefs, there were some very controversial calls towards the end of the game, including
Extremely.
a very bad missed
Extremely.
holding call.
Yes, sir.
That led to, a huge run by Patrick Mahomes. But, I believe I saw a stat after the game or, close to after the game, and it was this is the first time in Patrick Mahomes'
saw it.
college and NFL
I was just
career
about to
that
say
he's
that.
been
Yes.
outperformed by another quarterback.
So now all the Taylor Swift fans think Zach Wilson is better than Patrick Mahomes.
Looking at a man like Zach Wilson, maybe we'll find some Swifties in the Jets fans.
Maybe if the Jets throw the ball more, their offense will be better because they'll let them open up running. Because all the teams would do was crowd their running
but
positions.
But there's one problem with the Jets that both New York teams have.
What?
Their offensive line is subpar.
I would
Subpar
agree, yeah.
Giants is awful.
Subpar,
No, I'm
subpar
just
is
saying-
very generous.
I'm
for the
I'm
New
just
York
saying,
Giants.
like, for if you combine both teams, their offensive line total is subpar. The Giants, absolutely terrible.
Real quick.
But the Jets, it's below average. It's not awful.
The Giants are better than the Jets.
I agree. No. I agree. Russell's actually right
With
about that one.
Saquon Barkley,
Russell's
yeah.
actually
Yeah,
right
with
about
Saquon
that one.
Barkley.
Yeah.
I'll give
Now,
him
how
that.
is
I still
Barkley
think
doing?
they're better.
Barkley.
He's
Even
coming
without-
back next
even
year.
without,
He's
I
coming
think Giants are better than Jets. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
The Giants and
Just-
Jets play each other this
They
year.
do.
Just
They
real
do.
quick. Do you guys agree with the Kansas City Chiefs being number 2 in power rankings right now?
No.
Okay.
The Chiefs at number
Okay.
2.
It's
They have
embarrassing
Chiefs
for the
2,
NFL.
Bills 3, Eagles 4. The Eagles had an horrendous game against Washington.
49ers are 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that
of
makes
course.
sense. Okay,
What?
okay.
The Eagles are the
The
most.
Eagles,
Every time I watch
are
this team,
not-
bro, it's just telling me.
Wait,
when-
which power rankings are you looking at, Austin?
NFL, official ones.
I
The
believe
Cowboys
that.
has 5. That should be higher than that. I feel.
Nah.
The Eagles are not. Their Eagles are not doing that well.
Yeah, but
They're undefeated, but barely.
that's the thing.
But
like,
they're undefeated still.
yeah, they're still undefeated, and
And
once they get their click, they have a great defense and an incredible offense.
I don't think
they're
gonna
Chiefs
get there.
But
above
the
them.
thing
The
about
Chiefs are not above the Eagles right now.
no,
That's
but this
true.
is the
That is
thing,
true.
bro. I've realized this. If you go back to the 2021 season when Washington versus Pittsburgh, you go back to last season when Washington versus Philly,
It's not last season.
Oh,
buddy.
are you
It's
talking
the
about
Eagles.
the undefeated thing?
how they are. Washington is considerably better
No, Washington
when
is
they
like,
verse a team of like
is true.
very high caliber.
Yeah, I don't know
except the
why.
Cowboys.
I don't know why,
Probably coaching.
but for some reason they do. I'm not sure if it's some type of jinx or something. They do so much better when they verse an undefeated team or one of the best teams in the NFL.
Okay, the
they still
Eagles
lose.
are gonna be like 6-1, but they have this 6-game stretch. They play the Cowboys 2 times. They play the 49ers. They play the Bills. They play the Dolphins.
Good.
Only like a 6-week span.
Waiting for
That's
that.
when you're gonna see if they're a real team.
The Jacksonville Dolphins, buddy. It's not looking good for
The
you.
Giants already played.
You're going to lose
teams
50 to
and the-
2.
We're
It's
already-
not-
With a safety.
Yo, just wait though. Just wait.
Oh,
'cause
Mahomes had a
Saquon's gonna be
safety
back.
against the Jets too,
You guys
right?
think that was actually
Yeah,
a
it
safety?
was
Because
a-
the face
it
mask
wasn't.
happened at like the half.
It
yard
definitely
line.
wasn't a safety, but
But yeah,
was
they
it?
were saying that because the helmet
They
got
called it.
twisted in the end zone, that's when the
Well,
face mask.
Isn't
Is
the
it- is it
ball?
a face-
The ball should pass
no,
the
it
end
has
zone.
nothing to do with the ball.
No.
Isn't it a face mask once you grab
Yeah,
it?
once
though,
you
or-
grab, but
yeah.
they said once it got twisted, which isn't the rules.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
doesn't
believe.
make sense to me.
A
But
few more games. The Bears blow a 28-7
The
lead
Bears are
and
trash.
lose 31 to
Bears are
28.
worst team in the
The
league.
Bears have
Bears
honestly.
are 0-18.
Honestly, they
Justin
should go
Fields
0-17.
Justin Fields played a great game, but I
I
think
agree.
this offseason they can tank a little bit. I think they don't necessarily need Caleb Williams.
I think they should get if
But
Fields plays good the rest of the year, like above average. They get Marvin Harrison.
like drafting someone like Marvin Harrison would be a great addition to the team. I also think, for the most part, at least from what I've witnessed, their entire coaching staff should go.
Definitely.
Justin Fields threw for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
There's no reason
Oh.
why they should be
did not
losing
love
that
the
game.
Stephen
Against
A.
the Broncos, who
No,
lost
but-
70-20. No momentum.
Yeah.
No momentum.
If you're
in that
talking
game.
about offense, the Steelers' offensive coordinator is one of the worst I've ever seen
Okay,
ever.
All right.
Yeah.
That's obvious.
In the last 4 years, they had Stephen A. Smith said in the last 3 years they had a game with 400 total yards on offense.
That is true.
He's awful, but Mike Tomlin, I'd say he's probably one of the head coaching greats.
Yes, he
He
is.
is.
He is.
So
Bro,
I
he
think
can take any team and at least give them a winning record.
it'll be I don't know. From what we've seen so far this season with Kenny Pickett having a bone bruise, they're going to have to play their backup. There will be, like, some miracle, some way that George Pickens becomes, like, a superhero and they finish, like, 9-8. Like,
He is a superhero.
No one. Yeah, but he's going to, like,
He's all right.
he's going to have a stretch with this backup quarterback. This backup quarterback will go in, like, Freiermuth is out.
That's tight end, right? That's tight
I'm
end.
pretty sure, 2 to 3 weeks or something like that. So they're going to have no one else to throw to besides George Pickens. He's going to get, 14 targets a game. The dude's going to catch 10 of those balls for 150 yards and a touchdown.
Listen up. I'm calling this right now. 2 hot takes. Number 1, Atlanta Falcons are going to the playoffs. I'm calling that right now. Mark my words.
That's fair enough.
Number 2,
No, it's not.
Anthony Richardson. Give him 2 good years, MVP. I guarantee you.
Give him 2
The
years, he's
Atla-
going to get killed.
the
man.
Atlanta
That's all
Falcons-
right.
Exactly gonna get killed.
The
Give him
Atlanta
2 years,
Falcons-
he's never going to play again.
Austin, the Atlanta Falcons,
they're gonna win the division to go to the playoffs.
they'll win the division
They're
if
not
they
winning
know
the
how to use
division.
Kyle
Who
Pitts
else
and
is
Drake
there?
London.
Tampa
And they
Bay.
can't use him.
Baker
They can't use
Mayfield's
him.
gonna
Austin,
win.
Austin,
He's so bad.
Austin,
He's good for 3
Austin,
games.
Austin, you have to understand. They do not use Drake London and Kyle Pitts at all. They do
They
not.
don't need him.
Yes,
Bijan
they
Robinson
do.
is literally the rookie
Bijan
of the
Robinson
year.
is not going to carry him.
He
He is
the
not
rookie of the
Marshawn
year.
Lynch. He is not Marshawn
Offensive
Lynch.
rookie of the year.
He is not Marshawn Lynch.
It doesn't need to be.
He's
He's
not
himself,
Marshawn
buddy.
Lynch.
Wait, who'd you say was offensive rookie?
Bijan Robinson.
Him, Bijan Robinson, and C.J. Stroud are the 2 front runners.
CJ Stroud is good.
C.J. Stroud has been
is.
averaging,
would
I
call
think,
him
like, what,
a top
300
15
yards and
quarterback
3
right now.
touchdowns a game?
Right now.
He's like the
top
first.
15.
He's the first rookie in the first 4 games to throw 1,200 yards without an interception.
I mean, he blew out the Steelers.
Like, the guy's a beast. I mean, people are making jokes by saying, like, this is the greatest Ohio State quarterback the NFL has seen.
Well, yeah, these Ohio State quarterbacks, along
but-
with Alabama quarterback, most
Alabama, Ohio State
most
quarterbacks don't
Alabama
pan out.
They've been.
They may pan out, but it'll take them a little bit.
All right, guys, let's move on. Let's quickly mention the wild card in MLB. Playoffs are finally starting. What are your guys' thoughts?
You guys
Don't
want to do
watch baseball.
predictions?
Yeah, Dodgers win it all.
Dodgers winning it all?
Are the Marlins out? Did the Marlins lose already?
Marlins aren't
The
good.
Marlins lost game
Yeah,
1.
they still won it all.
Could I have
Actually,
the teams that
Eric-
are?
All right, so
the
so your
Braves.
teams.
Are the Braves a team?
Yes, the Braves
Atlanta?
are the ones here. All right, so
Yeah,
ready,
Braves
Joey.
are winning.
Joey, so our wild card games are Minnesota against Toronto. We have Tampa Bay versus Texas. We have Milwaukee versus Arizona, and the Phillies versus the Marlins. And these are best of 3.
I think. I feel like
Alright,
Braves are
Milwaukee
getting
will win.
upsetted.
from the Braves are losing to the Phillies. I have the Phillies in the NLCS.
I have So here's my. I'm gonna speed run this real quick.
Kyle Schwarber is an absolute home run machine.
Oh my
He is going to absolutely
on base
destroy the
machine,
Atlanta
too.
Braves. Ozzy Albies,
Well,
who?
what about Ronald
Ronald
Acuna?
Acuna, who?
What do you mean Ronald Acuna? Who? He had 80 stolen bases this year. Like 80,
Yeah,
like 70, 80. 40 home runs.
On the key,
All right,
he's
so
insane.
wait, I have to say this real quick. So I have Twins beating Toronto, Texas beating Tampa Bay.
What in the world?
I have Arizona beating Milwaukee,
What in the world?
and I have
I
the
do too.
Phillies beating the
I
Marlins.
do too.
Next round, I got Atlanta beating the Phillies,
don't.
but it's close.
Not close.
And then I have upset alert because I wanted to at least have one upset. I have Arizona. Dodgers take the first 2 games. Arizona wins the next 3.
Corbin. So you're saying Corbin
But-
Carroll can beat Mookie
but-
Betts?
But
Is this guy
but
real?
I have the Braves
Freddie
winning the World
Freeman?
Series.
Is this guy real?
I have the Braves winning
Sean.
the World
Is
Series.
this guy real?
Sean.
I have the Braves winning the World Series.
Corbin Carroll
The
is
only
your Lord
team
and Savior.
that I remember doing that is when the Yankees beat the Indians after the Guardians
Wait a minute.
after they went down 2-0 in the 2017 ALDS. That's like the same thing, if you could say.
Oh wait, I forgot to do the American League part of my thing. Anyway, doesn't matter. So
NBA, bro. What happened with the trade?
Okay, so what? So a lot of major trades. Dame to the Bucks. In exchange, Portland gets Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, Tumani Kamara, whoever he is, and the Suns get Nurkic, Grayson Allen, and 2 other players who are nobodies.
All around good
Choose
for
the
every
Celtics.
team. No team got
If
fleeced,
the
in my opinion.
Bucks do not win a championship this year, they are a bigger
Guys, you're
disappointment
not
than the
listening.
Brooklyn Nets.
The Miami Heat still exist. They're not winning
Bro,
anything.
Jimmy Butler's
We're going to
emo.
the finals
Jimmy
again.
Butler's emo.
Yeah,
Jimmy,
Butler's
that hairstyle was insane. That hairstyle was insane.
And then, as soon as Portland got Drew Holiday, they traded him to Boston, and Portland got Brogdon and Robert
we're
Williams.
not listening. It doesn't matter what happens because the Miami Heat are still a team. As long as they exist, they're gonna win every
But
fight.
Miami
he
Heat
lost the
overachieved
entire
last
bench.
year.
Strus is gone.
All right,
All right, one final thought.
go ahead.
So this past weekend, quick every 2 years golf event called the Ryder Cup. It happened in
Oh
Europe at
my
Marco
gosh.
Simone in
Oh
Rome.
my God.
I was watching this man play
yeah.
PGA
So-
Tour
so
23.
Europe,
Let him
Europe,
cook.
Europe beat USA 16.5 to 11.5. What we came out of this is that Max Homa is America's Captain America, land of the free, home of the brave. There's a Hatgate. Patrick Cantlay. People accused him of, not wearing his hat because he thought that we should get paid. That was a lie. He came out and said that his hat didn't fit. So then every time, he won a hole, made a really clutch putt at the end. Did end up losing, but everyone took their hat off, waved it. It was a nice moment. But, yeah, 16.5 to 11.5 after the first day, 4-0. It was ugly, but it was a fun event to watch.
All right, so I just real quick, my playoff predictions. I forgot to say this.
Oh my
I'm almost
gosh.
done.
Wrap the
Baltimore.
show up.
I have Baltimore win the World Series, not the
No
Braves.
one
All
cares.
That's
right.
not happening.
So
That's not happening.
yes, it is, Joe.
That's
Watch.
not
Kyle
happening.
Brash
so
is gonna
anyway,
be the Lord and Savior of the
thank
Orioles.
you guys for watching episode 3 of Sports Resort, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.